Here we just see that what is archive log mode and no archive log mode. In this video we just change the database from no archive log mode to archive log mode. So what is archive log mode? Again I repeat, what is archive log mode? So archive log mode is that which save or archive the data from the database. It can contain both previous data or older data and new data. It means without overriding the data, it can store the previous archive the data. That means it can store older data and new data. So next one is what is no archive log mode. So no archive log mode is that it can override the data in database. That means it can save data from instance failure, but it cannot save the data from media failure. So it is a good way to store the data in archive log mode. So how we can do that, we can see it. Before that we can see another thing, that is Redulog log file. So Redulog file is a file which is connected with the database, and what we can change inside the database, the that the changes will be stored in Redulog file. So Redulog file is mostly important for our database. So if we having the no archive log mode, Redulog file override the data, so that in order to get the previous data or older data, it is quite problem or complicated. When we having in the no archive log mode, that means we cannot retrieve the older data, it is impossible. But if you having in archive log mode, the Redulog file archive the data, that means store the previous data and the new data. It can archive the data and without overloading, it can store the data or archive the data, so that in order to retrieving the older data, it is quite easier and quite faster. So for that we just use archive log mode. Now we can see an example. Suppose a user perform a transaction, that means it can give you a particular value. That value will be considered as a buffer and then that buffer is stored in the database. So that buffer is known as Redulog buffer. So by using log rider is a background process. By using the log rider, we can perform a specific operation. That means the Redulog buffer, which is a value, will be stored in the Redulog file. So in overall we can say that by using log rider process, we can store the Redulog buffer into the Redulog file. So by this, the Redulog file can store the data, and when we having in the archive log mode, without overriding the data, it can store the data in archive mode. That means it can store previous data as well as new data separately. That means it can contain all the file. Here we just open the archive log mode. So for that we just create here, that is just connect to the sysdba. So for that I just input username as sys as this is DBA. Password is not required, so I just simply press enter here. Next, I just for confirming this user is connected, I just write show user. Next, I just write archive and then I just write log mode for testing the archive log mode is unlock or locked. So for that I just write archive log list here. So press enter here. Here you can see that no archive log mode is showing here, disable here. So in another way we can see how the archive log mode is it is present in archive log mode or no archive log mode. So for that we just write $database command. So for that I just write select log mode from $database, and after that I just use semicolon here. Here clearly mention that no archive log mode is present here. And next we just write that is shut down immediately, so that database is shut down immediately. So for that I just write shut down immediately. So here database is totally shut down, and I just use this semicolon here. And next I just press enter here, so it can shut down the database. And the next one is it is required for enable the archive log mode basically. And the next one is I just write the start of mount. I just start the mount stage, so that I would just unlock, I would just change the log mode. So for that I just write start of mount here. In between start and up there is no space here, so this error is showing here. So I just write start of mount here. So I just in mount stage, so we just change to archive log mode. Next is I just change the archive log mode. Now we are in no archive log mode, and we just change to archive log mode. So for that we just write I just give a alter command here. So for that I just write alter database, and then I just write archive. So archive log, and then I just press enter here. Here you can see that database is altered. That means we are right now we are in archive log mode. So again I will just check whether we are in archive log mode or no archive log mode. So for that we just write archive log list. So here you can see that right now we are in archive log mode. Before that we are in no archive log mode. So right now we are in archive log mode. So here you can right now still we are in mount stage. If we are in mount stage, we cannot perform a query, we cannot insert a query. So for that we just again go to the open stage. So for that go to the open stage, we just perform another alter statement, that is alter database open. So it can go to mount stage to open stage. In open stage we just perform a query. So right now it can show that alter database open. Right now we are in mount, we are in right now open stage here, and here database is alter. So right now here you can see that. And in order to know the log mode, whether we are in archive log mode or no archive log mode, we just use $database for writing here. So just I select log mode for $database. So it can show whether we are in archive log mode or no archive log mode. So just press enter here. Right now here you can see that we are right now in your archive log mode. Before that we are in no archive log mode, and in this way we are just continue the archive log mode here.